All right, I got this box here. Let's see what's inside it. Got this package from Sandoz 3D Filaments. They sent me these really cool magnets. What we're gonna look at is white, and it is their PLA Plus filament. Let's open this up and see what we're working with. Oh wow, I really like that. I like the clear roll too. Open it up and get a closer look. Really well, and I'm excited to make some lithophanes out of it. Next color is green. And this is their Silk Plus PLA. Now, let's open this one up and take a look at it. More of like a seafoam green, which is pretty cool. Also really shiny. I'm really excited to use this one. But let's get this one open and check it out fully. My first impression with this is it's extremely shiny. I'm really excited to use this one. The PLA Plus Silk has the same printing temperature as most PLA filaments. And our next and last package is black. Not just PLA, it's a PLA composite. Open this thing up and check it out. Really excited to give this a shot because it's a different type of material. I've never used this before. Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen either. He did tell me that it may have a weird scent while it's printing, but I guess we'll find out. Pulling it out of the box, it has some plastic over the filament, but it does have a somewhat funky smell to it. But I really am excited to see what I can make with this at the moment, so I'm going to leave the plastic over top of the filament, but I'll use it shortly. And here we are. I got white, black, and green. Again, I'd like to say thank you to Sandoz 3D Filaments for sending me these rolls of filament. The first thing I'm going to make is a plaque for hitting 200,000 followers on TikTok. I took inspiration for this design from the YouTube play button, so I made my own TikTok play button. I made too many of the details in Cura, but it should only take like 4 hours or 5 hours to print. I'm going to start out with this green. I'm printing this at 215 degrees Celsius for the hot end, and then 62 degrees Celsius for the bed. Looking so good thus far, so we'll check back in a couple hours and see how it's going. Here what it whooped at, and I think it caused the top of it to kind of screw up. It allowed it to create this really cool design up top. The character is really noticeable. It also adds a nice uniqueness to the piece. I think it actually turned out perfect. In 80K I designed this one, but I'm going to use the stand for that to put this on. Silk PLA looks really nice. I'd like to give a big thanks to everyone here from TikTok for getting me to 200,000 followers. Now let's make something with the white. With the white filament, I'm going to make this print-in-place Balisong knife. See my print settings here. I'm not doing any supports, but I am doing a skirt. And after slicing it, it's going to take 4 hours and 55 minutes, more or less. And it's finished. As you can see, the parts didn't fuse together, which is a really good sign. So let's pull this off the build plate. And let's try and get this thing opened up. Right here are fused together. Alright, let's clean this thing up. Hopefully. After a ton of work, I finally got one unstuck. Now I'm going to sand this thing and get it all touched up. All right, and it's finished. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the model. The plastic works really well. It sands great too. Can't really see it, which is nice. That's the beauty of white. I added some just nuts and bolts and stuff down here just for weight, so that way it kind of swings around. It's still a little tough inside these because, you know, they're printed in place. Oh, I'm impressed. Alright, next for the black filament. This is a PLA ABS composite. This is a can holder, so it's for your pop cans or your beer cans. And it should only take about 4 hours and 9 minutes. I'm not going to film a time lapse of this one, but here it is. It's already started. I'll check back in a couple hours just to see how it's going. So in the black filament, the PLA composite, I made a can holder. So you get like a pop can or a beer can, and you just stick it in there, and there you go. Now you got like a mug. But I forgot to film a lot of the printing process of this, so I'll insert my TikTok here, and I didn't film a time lapse either. Alright, I have to make this. It's a can handle, and this should only take 4 hours and 9 minutes to print. Hopefully it fits. I'm going to print it in black. This black is a PLA ABS hybrid, and I've never used it before, so I'm excited to see how it works. Hopefully I have my settings right for it. And we're about an hour in. It's looking pretty good. I'll check back in a few more hours. Well, it's done. Alright, here are the two finished pieces. Now let's put it together and see if it works. Alright, looks good. Let's see if it fits. The can fits perfectly. Well, there you go. That's amazing. It looks really good and it works. What do you think? I think it's awesome. Should I make more of these? Let me know. Who wouldn't want one of these? So just to show you more about this, all this is it prints like this, and when it's done, all you do is take it apart, you snap this in right here, maybe add a little glue or something like that, and a can will just fit in right here. It just snaps on, and it works well. So here are the things that I printed with this. The black, the PLA ABS composite, I made the beer can holder. For the white, I made a butterfly knife. And then for the green, I made the TikTok plaque. And I had a mess up, but the design looks really cool with that mess up. Now, taking a deeper look into these prints, they're all really clean. The layer lines are nice and even, and there's no like stringing or anything. I didn't clean this up fully yet, but for what it is, the supports came off quite easy. And yes, I know, I need to cut these bolts off so they don't look ugly and they won't hit you when you're using it. So overall, I really liked printing with the white. Now, for the black PLA composite, it's honestly probably my favorite. The print itself is super clean, and I really like the finish. As you can see, all the layer lines are really even, and they all mesh together really well. In another video, I'd really like to test this plastic just to see how durable it really is. Then lastly, I made this out of the green silk PLA Plus. And for this one, I really like the finish. I like how it separates the colors with the different reflections of the light. In the time lapse, you can really see it. I'd say between the two, these two are my favorites, but I always love white. So overall, I'm really impressed with the filament. I'll definitely have to buy more. I think by far the most useful is definitely the can holder. And if you like what you see, go ahead and pick some up. The link will be in the description. And if you use that link, you get 10% off your purchase. And thank you for watching.